Let's be real for just a second. You're about to hear the same phrases being repeated over and over by the leadership in Minnesota. And once you hear them, you're going to understand exactly how narrative control works. I'm so glad this happened on the weekend because it allowed us to get out in front of it so that you can understand this a little bit easier. Like before the response from the leadership in Minnesota even has a chance to respond. So here's what matters. The discovery with the child care centers in Minnesota should concern all of us. But we have to learn how to pay attention to how this is going to be explained to us. You're going to hear that it was isolated and that they already have safeguards in place. And you're also going to hear how most providers are doing the right thing. That language has a job, y'all. It sounds calm. It sounds
Uh,
responsible. And that's exactly why it works. The playbook's simple. It shrinks the scale of the problem without even denying that it exists. And then you need to pay attention because what you're going to hear is that responsibility is going to be pushed downwards. Bad actors, greedy operators, individual failures. What you won't hear as clearly is how long this warning has been visible, or how our own incentives made this predictable. That's narrative control at its finest. No lying, no denial, just careful framing on what feels structural and what feels accidental. Independent journalists like Nick Shirley forced this into the public spotlight. And we got a view before the system could even prepare a response. Way to go, Nick. So, what Nick is doing is forcing them to come up with a response that's something different. It has to reassure you while still protecting the institution. Pay attention to what they say, but more importantly, pay attention to the wording and how what they word forces you to stop asking questions. Because once you hear something like this, you can't unhear it. Let me know what you think in the comments.